Well, guys, this week, Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow have 3 new challenges on their hands. One's an anomaly, one's an obsession, and one's a botched fat transfer. The review is up next.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey.
I like our new music, right?
Come on, strobe lights.
Right?
Yeah.
Come through.
It's always a party. It's always a turn up. What's up, everybody?
Hey, guys. How are ya?
Hey. You know, we are your botched crew. I hope you guys are ready for a very interesting review. Like we are. I'm your girl, Carmen, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host.
Thank you so much.
Kitty.
Yes, indeed. Kitty Kaboom. What's
Hey,
up,
Kitty.
everybody?
Hey, Kitty.
Hey, Mama.
Whew, we got us a little episode on our hands, don't we?
You know, all we kept saying was, I can't wait till next week. Like, I was looking, I've seen the show,
Okay.
right? But I'm not like an obsessed fan prior to
Okay.
knowing that we had to get it in. And now I already know. Going forward, I'm going to be trying to like watch every past episode just to see how they managed to pull this stuff off.
It's so funny because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Because I'm like, oh, this is cool. Botched is really interesting. But now having to sit and watch these surgeries.
Right.
The surgeries, to me, are the toughest part of the whole show, trying to get through the whole show. But
No question.
that's just what we're here to do. So we're
Plus,
going
it's
to do
going
it.
to toughen our skin. Think about it. At
It
the end
is.
of this season, we're going to be like, oh, that's all you had done? Yeah, we hip to that. You know what I mean?
It is. Okay.
We'll be
like, oh, you have a
seasoned.
little rhinoplasty. It's all good. Cool. A little tuck. You need a little deviated septum fix. You get it.
Right.
Get your life, girl.
Get your life,
So what did you
sis.
think about tonight's episode?
Overall thoughts is that I was grossed out. I was pleasantly surprised at the outcome. And I was once again, and I'm always amazed that I'm amazed. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I keep thinking, like, you've seen the show enough, you know enough about what's going on in the world and people's obsessions that this will not surprise you. But lo and
Listen,
behold,
there's always something.
that thing walked around with a cutout and just kept kissing them. I know I'm ahead of myself. I apologize. But
Listen.
that's something.
Obsession is a real disease.
That's a real thing.
You know, maybe he needs to invest in some hypnotherapy, maybe.
I feel badly for people like that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
because
money and time and
obviously
effort.
they don't know where to draw the line.
And this is my thing. You're so literally unhappy with you that you have sought out another walking, talking human being, not Jesus, not somebody that you know you could never attain what they
Right.
had. But you done picked a
You're
human
not
being
striving
walking
to be
this-
like the Lord.
Right.
You want to be like Jamim.
You want to be like Jamim. What
Well-
would Jamim do?
Jamim would run 10,000 miles an hour away from you.
Probably.
If he saw everything you were going through to be like him.
Baby.
But, let's not get ahead of ourselves because I
Right.
really want to start on a high note.
Yes.
This week, we meet a girl named Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Giselle was born with a naturally large nose, as a lot of people are, and it made her uncomfortable, insecure, even throughout her childhood, and she convinced her parents that she needed a nose job at graduation.
Right.
To which they agreed to allow her to have it, and everything went fine.
Right.
And then, what happened? Something goes wrong with her face, right?
Right, like it wasn't healing the way it was supposed to, or something was off about it. I don't remember the details of what they said made her decide to get a second one, but once she did, it was perfection. And she
Right.
was super happy with the second one.
Right, but then
8 years later,
it started to grow back.
right. And it was just the bulb, though, just the tip. Like, not her
Yes.
entire nose. There was no hump or anything. It was literally just the tip of her nose that just got bigger and bigger.
Now, how do we feel? Is straight out of high school too early?
Look, high school can be the most brutal 4 years of your life.
That's true.
And if you had to deal with all 4 years of everybody coming from you from every angle, I mean, just think about like the regular stupid stuff the kids tease each other about,
Yeah,
right?
that's
you
true.
got a dumb backpack. Your mama can't afford Jordans. Like,
Right.
ridiculous.
Stuff you can change.
Stuff you can take care of, exactly. You could at least get a knockoff and, you know what I'm saying, try
Right.
to fit in.
Right.
But you can't do anything about that. So I'm sure she was tortured, and not to mention the torture that she gave herself. So to answer your
Right.
question, if I was a mom, well, I am a mom, but I'm saying of myself, if he came out of high school and was just like, I can't, I would have gathered up my coin and got it for him as soon as possible.
Well, the parents said okay. She got
Right.
it done,
She
and then
did.
I'm so mad. I can't remember what happened to make
Yeah.
her need another one.
Right.
But she needs another one, and she gets it, and lo and behold, it's growing back, and she doesn't know what's wrong. So she goes in to see Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow, and they think that it might be a tumor.
Dubrow, my love.
Dubrow, okay, Dubrow. Dubrow.
Yes,
Dubrow.
darling.
Yes, I gotta get into my snatch when I say that. Dubrow. Okay, so Dr. Dubrow.
And that's
And then they figure out it's not a tumor, and they decide to go in and fix it. And then when they finally go in, out comes...
But game note, they only determined that it wasn't a tumor because why? Remember what happened initially? Homegirl that was, I guess, the anesthesiologist or the prep nurse. I don't know no terms. We're going to learn. We're going to learn. We're going to get into it. But the nurse, I know that much, was injecting... I would imagine like some kind of numbing fluid or something into the nose. And so before they could even get into it to determine what it was, it just started spouting out all of that fluid, right?
Honey, when they lifted up that nose and that pus came gushing out, I lost it. This is the point where I lose it, right? When they start separating the skin from the skull, honey.
And how about the skin that was hanging over though? It was a lot.
It was a lot of skin. So out comes gushing this yellow stuff. Gushing, honey. It just gushed and gushed and gushed.
And what was up with the indentation? Once it all came out,
it was gone,
baby. But that nose was doing one of these. It was concave.
Like Dr. Pimple Popper on
another
level.
Right, on another level. Because it wasn't a pimple, but that's kind of how it reacted.
So it left it with a deflated nose.
Exactly.
So they lifting up the skin, they moving it to the left and to the right, honey. You can see the bone. It's just so much going on. But thank goodness. And then this is the scary part. When there's something going on that's so strange and abnormal that the doctor has to stop and Google what's wrong with you.
Wasn't that crazy?
Pretty terrifying.
Like, we're going to take a moment. Because this is over our head. We're not even going to pretend like we know what's going on right now. We know what we can do with what we have, but we need to figure out something else in order to move forward.
Yes.
So it turns out that she's an anomaly, right?
Yes.
And she is the 6th person on the planet that has experienced this allergy to stitches.
Yes, proline stitches.
Yes, she literally still had the stitches in her nose from the operation.
I was like, wait a minute. Did they do something wrong? Why are there stitches in her nose several years later? I thought that maybe they should have melted and they didn't.
Exactly, dissolved.
Or maybe she was infected, but it's just a straight up allergy.
Straight up allergy.
Knowing me, I would have been at home trying to squeeze that thing. I'd have been trying to pop the bust it, stick stuff in it. I can't let stuff like that live on me.
I promise you, I was like, I probably would have done worse. You know what I mean? Made it worse.
Yes.
Because I'd have been every day like, well, maybe I can. I should probably.
I would have been. They would have been like, you've been poking this, huh?
Because as much as I pick in my face for stupid stuff, I would have been all over it. Like, I can't live like this. This is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. I would have confirmed.
She woke up with a fixed nose. She had to wait and see if she liked it. She came back and she learned that she was an anomaly and she's going to be famous now. I almost teared up hearing her story.
I know.
Because I just felt so bad for her because I know how things can affect your insecurities.
Of course.
Like I grew up with like an eczema and I hated when it broke out.
Yeah.
I hated it when it came. And so I felt her pain of like, oh, you finally got to release this insecurity.
Yeah.
Baby girl dyed her hair.
Right.
You could tell her energy was just on 1,000.
Exactly. She had her baby. Loving her up to you look amazing, mommy.
Yes,
because she did. She looked really good.
So I'm happy for her.
I am too, but you know what saddens me, and I realize this is the beginning of the season, so I'm sure we'll be saying this quite a bit.
Yes.
But we live, I'm not even going to say this society, we live in a world, most societies, where everything is skin deep. You know what I mean? Everything is superficial. Everything is, think about it. The next girl we talk about, what did she say? I need a Kim Kardashian body. Like, this is literally what people are craving, is to look a way that will make, if you're okay on the inside, I just feel like we need to underscore that at every show because yes, it is important to feel like your best self. I get that going forward, and if you're not like the norm, then you feel away because you want to fit in. You want to go with like everybody else is doing, right? The only reason you want to stick out is to be thought of as better than the norm. So I do get that, but it all starts in the beginning. It really does, because guess what? It's a rack of, yes, I'm from DC. It's a rack of chicks.
I'm from Baltimore.
That's East Coast. I didn't know that.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a rack of chicks out here, or people in general, that feel like they need that validation, but there's so many others that are so cool on the inside, like it radiates. So no matter what they look like out here.
Have you ever met somebody that maybe isn't typically like the standard of beauty, but because they're so confident, they just attract everything that they need?
I was just about to say.
And they're just so fun to be around.
Yes.
You can tell they just love themselves. And then have you ever met a person that's so gorgeous and so beautiful, and they don't
shallow,
or they don't even know it? Like they're so focused on their flaws that they they like are insecure.
Yeah.
They feel like they're not good enough. And I'm like, if you only knew,
Right.
if you only could see what we see,
Yeah.
you know, it's funny, the psychology behind
It
these.
is. It really's nuts, right?
Yeah.
But I tend to think, and I could be wrong, obviously, I can't speak for everyone. I can't speak for anybody else but me. But I'm just saying, most of the time that I've met people that are drop dead gorgeous and decide for themselves that they're just going to focus on the negative stuff, I think they know that they're gorgeous because, come on, they grew up where people were letting them in the front of the line or giving them the extra attention or allowing them to get away with certain things. I think that it's a sad state of affairs that when you're this thin and you go to the doctor and be like, I could lose a little something right here. Like, just think
Obsessed
about
with perfection.
just imagine what this society must be telling them, that even in the face of all this beautiful whatever you got going on, that's what you decide to focus on. And it's not even accurate most of the time.
It's so true.
You know what I mean? It's completely blown out of proportion in your own mind because you've already you've convinced yourself that you're still not good enough. That's a sad state of affairs. It really is. And it's sad to think that you would live your life like that. We're going to see a lot more of them, I'm sure.
Speaking of not feeling good enough, we also met a young lady named Jordan.
Yeah.
Now, I thought Jordan was 36 years old. I'm not going to lie about that part.
Did you, Ma?
I thought Jordan was a grown woman who might have had a couple kids and she just wanted to get her snatch back. But it turns out that Jordan is a 24-year-old
baby girl.
obviously wealthy or something because sis got money to fly. She's flown to Turkey.
Yeah.
And not chicken. Dr.
Dr. Dubrow is so
said, maybe you should have went to chicken because they messed you up in Turkey, baby.
He is such a cornball. You gotta love him. You gotta love him.
He was determined to make this woman laugh, and she needed to laugh. She needed to laugh or something to get past the way her body got jacked up. Because
But what
baby
did she say? She went into so she was a chunky girl growing up, right? Like she was always a little round. She was insecure about that. She said once she turned 18, she got obsessed with the gym and she had to be there. Like two a days she was doing. And then she got attention from the boys and that thing's little head was looking a little big for her neck. Like she was on that type time. So congratulations that she was able to change those things around, but she saw certain flaws or what she perceived as flaws that weren't going to be remedied in the gym. And that's when she decided to seek outside help.
it's almost like that void that you feel. That's why Giselle's story is so comforting because she wasn't looking for the perfect nose.
Right.
She didn't come out looking like Janet Jackson.
Exactly.
It was very natural and it matched her face and it still had like its natural shape.
And she looked really
And she
pretty.
was satisfied. She's like, I just wanted my problem corrected. But it almost seems like in these huge voids that people, when they become obsessed with whatever it is that fixes them, it's almost like, have you ever studied that aspect of narcissism where it's like you had a lack growing up, and when you figure out that thing that you get applauded for and that lack, you become addicted to it.
Oh, yeah.
And when you
Obsessed
stop getting,
with it.
even if there's 1 or 2 days that goes by where you aren't complimented on that one thing, you feel like all the insecurity comes crashing back in.
No question.
And I feel like a lot of these people are obsessed with like trying to fill that void, and they're not focusing enough, obviously, on the inside.
Oh, yeah. The inside becomes irrelevant to them after a point. It's not about that. If you walk into a doctor's office and you already have in your head what you think the perfect body, the perfect face, the perfect whatever will be, and that's what you're trying to achieve by going to this doctor, you've already missed the point. You know what I mean? You're so out of touch with whatever. Especially, I have to come back to joy. Just the fact that you think you want to be another human being.
Yes.
Baby, you all right? Like, you, come on now.
Well,
Did you see the before and after, though, with that homeboy? Well, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I apologize.
Oliver.
Right, Oliver.
Oh, girl, Oliver, we need a whole segment for Oliver. We got to wrap the show with him because, baby, we going to have to conjure every bit of read and a half in us to handle Oliver's situation.
No doubt. But anyway, we talk about Jordan.
So Jordan got this popular thing, the Brazilian butt lift.
Right.
Then she got the fat transfer, too. So she got the laser burned fat, which dies, which can't replenish in a healthy way, sucked out of her stomach, which caused a bunch of scar tissue, and then put into her butt, which then shifted into this weird morphed booty.
Yeah, that she said was shaped like an L.
Yeah, one side had cysts inside from the bad fat causing infection. The other side was okay, but it was drooping, and it was just
a whole lot of.
But Dr. Dubrow, he got her little snatch back.
He got her snatch back, baby.
And, he told her, like, at your age, you don't need the full tummy tuck. But she was like, give it to me.
Because that's what I want it all.
Because I want it all.
Because that's what they're obsessed with.
She hasn't had children yet.
Nope.
I don't know if she plans on having children, but it's like you going through a whole lot quick. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, okay, you look great now, but do you think you look? How long is this gonna last for you? Like how long?
But they don't think like that. Anytime these people, okay, let's just be clear. If you're not asking enough questions when you first go in about what your surgery will entail and what this is going to look like 5 days from now, 2 years from now, 6 months from now, you're focused on all the wrong things. So clearly it's not, she's a child, like she's 24 years old. She just starting life. She like, look, I need to look good right now in this moment, and that's all that matters. 5 years, I can't be worried about 5 years from now, girl. Because in 5 years, I got a little coin clearly at this age. So I'll just, go back in the doctor's office and make it happen. That's the impression that I get. That anything that falls apart, she'll go back to Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif, Nassif, what's that man's name? Thank you, Nassif, and be like, I need to be fixed again. That's so sad. She's a pretty girl.
Well, for right now, he got her together.
Yeah.
Her butt was like a little less Instagram.
I would take it.
But it was very nice.
It was nice.
It had a dent in it, but so do most real butts.
Girl, that
dent
big
and small a lot.
Yeah, the
dent was fine. I'm like, well, now you looking real. Got the
cute.
tummy together. Didn't look all. Now I don't really particularly care for tummy tucks all the time because you can like tell that it's a tummy tuck. Like there's something about that skin and that pull that just doesn't look a natural tightness. But hers look good.
Look really
it
good.
Suited her body.
And I didn't see any scarring.
Exactly.
On the back or the front.
Well, she had I saw a little bit of her scar come across the butt, but only certain people are going to be seeing that anyway. And by that time, they ain't that worried about that scar anyway, honey. Let me tell you.
By the time they get to
they
that,
ain't
baby,
worried about the scars,
that's the last
and
thing
stretch
on their
marks,
mind.
baby. They ain't thinking about them. They don't care if that bra and that panty match. They ain't worried about none of it. Okay?
Do the nails and the toes,
right.
Baby, please.
Baby, the lights off. What you talking about?
What is you talking about?
But yeah,
we DC all day over here. I love it.
So
yeah, she looked good. She looked very good. She looked put together. And I love that her friend was there for every little step of the way because her friend was snatched. That thing was given.
Yes,
my friend gonna be amazing again.
Yes, she probably talked her into it. Sis had everything on. Sis had the lace front on. Sis had the face beat. She was ready for her photo op.
Right, the eyes was.
Everything.
Okay, she was looking cute.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
So he got her together.
Yeah, I like that.
I wasn't mad. I hope that at the age of 24, she likes it and she doesn't go further. But she had a lot of years to live, and I just got a feeling that this is not going to be the last.
Please, she's not even a quarter pounder. She's putting this much time, effort, and money into it.
She gets the lips done. You can tell she gets her lips done.
Oh my gosh, that duck lip thing. Yeah.
I just.
Doesn't it sadden you?
I'm just going to take a moment to say self-love is powerful.
Amen.
It's a powerful healing mechanism.
Self-care. Give yourself enough time every day to love you.
Yes.
It's real, people.
It is.
It's real.
It is.
And again, we have to underscore, we're not like Jordan did her thing. That's what Jordan wanted, right? She's a grown-ass woman.
Yep.
She got the coin to do it.
Yep.
So be it.
Yep.
But it warms my heart to see stories like Giselle that kind of balance it out.
Yes.
Right? Because she's just trying to right a wrong.
Yes.
Whereas Jordan is just like, listen, this right here is not working for me.
It's not working for me, and you know what? Go off with it.
Yeah, exactly. I need more.
I wonder what I would off with if I
attention.
could.
What you think?
I would pay for the best like skin treatments ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good for you?
Yeah, I think I would love that.
I'm proud of you. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I would pay for like the best. I would always have the best skin treatment.
Yeah.
If I could afford it, I would.
If I could afford it, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd be right behind Jordan.
You would? What would you
God
get?
didn't put me in
so
the
which one would you get? You would get the
line.
fat transfer?
I would get the Brazilian butt lift.
Now, here's what I always said. Lord forbid, if I ever had to go through a breast surgery, like
augmentation,
or augmentation, I would, if it was okay with my doctor, get a implant to balance out my breast.
Oh yeah,
because I don't know if I could live without my breast. Or I would get an amazing tattoo. It would just be sick. It would just be it would be all down my body.
So you're not saying
amazing.
Currently, you're saying if there was some issue.
If there was an issue and I had to like have a mastectomy, I would get a boob. I would get replace my breast.
I think that would be like necessity though.
Right.
But what would you do cosmetically? Like, is there anything that you look when you're bucket naked, right? Standing in your mirror, you do a 360. Is there anything that you just like, maybe if I had the coin, that would be taken care of
I'm all
tomorrow.
about pampering. I'm all about the treatment.
Good for you, baby.
I'm like, wrap me up in some wrap me up in
Some seaweed.
Wrap me up in the herbal wrap and scrub me down with some coffee beans, baby,
and
then
sugar.
put me in an infrared light and let me just soak it in. And I'm all about the pampering. So like pamper me down. Like I can't wait to get my diamond facial, okay, and my gold plated body rub or whatever Beyonce in the beginning. I can't wait, baby. But
yeah,
I would do that,
up, right?
and I'm not gonna lie. I'm a mature woman, right? So I'm at a certain age, and I still plan on having a child or two if possible.
Good for you.
If I'm at the age where the weight just won't go anywhere, I might get a little bit of that belly fat put in my butt.
I'm just saying.
I just might do it.
I'm not mad at it. Like I
genuinely, I feel a little Hollywood. Like I'm going a little Hollywood by saying it.
I legit have wanted this for over 10 years.
Okay.
Like I've never invested the time.
The Brazilian butt lift.
Okay. Just because literally God gave me no hips. You know what I mean? So it'd be one thing if the little bitty butt that I got, if there was some hips to balance it out, like it would look like. I just feel like from the back sometimes you might mistake me for a boy, and that's not okay.
Cut it out.
I'm just saying. I don't want to look masculine.
For no boy.
I'm just saying.
Cut it out.
Cut it out yourself, girl.
You like that's what I'm trying to tell him. Cut it out and put it back.
I'm just saying. I have never been mistaken for a boy, but it can happen. I've seen the back. It ain't nothing curvy going on back there, and I don't appreciate it.
So would you do booty pop panties?
You know what's so crazy? Like push-up bras are so entwined in our think like it's not guys are not going, oh, you misled me, right? You know what I mean? Because they know that's like acceptable. But I don't think the booty pop panties are like acceptable
your butt just
yet.
Come off with your panties?
Exactly. Boys used to say how child buying. Men would not be happy with the butt thing. Like the bra, they're used to that. It's been years now. Everybody gets it, yada, yada. Oh, they're up in your neck. God darn well they on your belly when you take all that off. But the butt. Yeah, that's going to take a minute to get it. I'd rather have the real thing so then when I put on my bikini, when I put on my little lace joints, like it's authentical.
I have seen some really, really good, authentical looking work.
Right? As have I.
And
I am not mad at it.
I'm not mad at you, sis. To each his own.
Each his own.
Just once it gets obsessive and you make it the botch, we got to talk about you.
Then we got to take you to task. Because that's
just
what it is.
Simple.
I don't think that, like, I would go to, like they said, I would do the research, right? If I could afford the Nassifs of the world, that's where I would go to make sure that I didn't have to be in a revolving door coming back here in 5 years. Yeah, that's super important.
Well, speaking of revolving door, we have one more extreme case, and we cannot get through an episode of Botched without having an extreme case. But before we do that, I just want to give a shout out to our network, the AfterBuzz Network, for providing us with this amazing studio and this amazing space to bring you guys these wonderful reviews on your favorite television shows. We have everything you want, from reality to drama, scripted series, anything you're looking for, we have a review for it. So make sure you head over to YouTube, subscribe to whatever your style is, whatever your taste of television is, and make sure you look out for your favorite television show reviews. Okay, we're here every day, all day, doing everything. Okay,
right? Give us the 5 stars, give us the thumbs up, and please engage. I apologize. I have a laptop. I didn't bring it, but we will be tuning in. We'll make sure that we chat it up with you guys. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say, because these are such extreme. I'm so mad at myself that I didn't bring. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. So save it.
Yes.
Promise you, next Tuesday it's going down. I will have my laptop and we can have a discussion, because I think it's important that we be able to hear what other people have to say about this craziness as well.
And we love when you guys leave comments too. So comment too. That way we can interact too under the YouTube videos, and we can just really see what you guys thought about the episode as well, and give you guys some shout outs. Ooh, honey, last but not least, baby, we're going to take a trip across the pond over to Asia, baby, where Oliver has found himself obsessed.
Oh, Oliver.
Obsessed with K-pop. Jimim
to be specific. Yeah, that thing carries around a cutout. Let's start there. Talking about I sleep with it, I eat with it. See, those kind of things, they sadden me. It doesn't shock me anymore as much as it used to. I'll say it's still a bit of a shock. But even better than that, it just makes my heart really
are becoming an entirely different person. You're obsessed
based on another person. Like this is not even, you didn't look in any book and say, I think that I would be enhanced on the inside based on this outside stuff. Or even I think that I should look more like a pop star, like an amalgamation of all of y'all, because I plan on being you can't even sing, bruh. Stop it. He could.
Can we talk about the dance class?
Oh. That had to be my favorite scene.
You can tell. You brought this to my attention. You can tell that he doesn't know what he's doing because he went to somebody else who doesn't know what they're doing to teach him.
I had to put it on pause, y'all. I had to do it. I said, check this out. This is literally the blind lead the blind. What type of teacher wears combat boots on a hardwood floor talking about, I'm going to teach y'all some goddamn hip-hop? You ain't about to teach nobody Nathan. Okay? What the heck was that? Girl, take a nap. I'm not even going to say sit down. Go to sleep.
Second of all, your friend with the bold blonde.
I'm so mad at him,
the blonde bold cut.
With that big old belly looking like he all of 50. He couldn't have been older than a quarter pounder himself. Talk about, let's get it. Let's get it. What the hell are y'all doing? They look
First
crazy.
of all, he's living vicariously through his friend.
Right.
Because obviously he hasn't gotten any of the surgeries. But if that's Oliver, if that's who you're taking your advice from, you are getting your advice and your gas from the wrong people.
I'm just saying, you might want to reconsider who is talking in your ear, bro. You might. Look at this. Look at this evolution here. Look at this baby.
Now look. Oh man, now I ain't gonna front. Be completely honest about Oliver.
Yeah.
The middle Oliver is looking better than the early Oliver.
I concur. But the last Oliver.
For
those that are listening on the podcast, let us just say this. He looks like a regular, quote unquote, all-American, red-faced, blue-blooded white boy on the left. The middle is giving a little bit of skin tone. It's giving a little bit of lip situation.
It's groomed. He looks groomed.
He looks groomed, and the eyes are obviously a lot bigger. He did do, you can tell that that's like a night and day. He definitely focused on the eyes. But then the third picture is just scary. He's pale. He got the makeup going. He got the pouted lips, baby.
Dyed.
He done dyed, fried, and laid to the side. The hair, them brows is scary as hell. He's just doing the most.
What do you miss out on? Because here's the thing. A personality can make anybody beautiful. And I'm a strong believer of that.
As am I.
Like, normally, the finer the man, the more problems I have when I date him. I'm going to just be honest. And I'm like, why do I love these fine men? These men are fine. They fine, honey.
They fine, baby.
And by the end of it, I got a headache this big. I done ran through all the Advil.
Okay. And you trying to figure out how you even gonna make it to the next date. Like, is this really what I want to do? Yeah, because they'll take you through.
And it's just like, I want us to like, I'm happy that we live in a society now where like, abnormal is cool.
Yeah, abnormality is cool.
And we're like, we are owning that differences are cool, and you can have vitiligo and be beautiful, and not getting teased. Yeah, we're not getting, like, people aren't like, chill with the bullying, chill with the, they're normalizing being abnormal, and that's good because we are all individual. What is perfect in a world where there's only one you, there's only one me, there's only one Oliver,
and having respect for that is definitely coming around full circle.
So what does Oliver miss out on for what Oliver was meant to be if he becomes this other person? Now, like, you miss out on your life, Oliver.
But that's the unfortunate part. Because they're so young, they just started in this lifetime. They really believe that by attaching themselves to what is most popular, what is trending, what is getting the most likes, the most numbers, they want to associate themselves with those things. It's like they want to grab those coattails and ride them till the wheels fall off, as opposed to looking at yourself and saying, what is dope about me? It's more like, no, these people are dope. The world has decided, so I'm gonna be down with them.
Like, your soulmate isn't even gonna recognize you because you're not who they came in this world looking for.
You know what I was thinking about? Kylie, girl. Oh. And thank God Stormy is a pretty little girl, because let's keep it 1,000 people. The before Kylie and the after Kylie
are two different Kylies.
Child bang. And Travis is an amazing, I'm talking about he's an amazing artist, no question about it. He's one of the best rappers out there, in my personal opinion. But he is a little hard on the eyes. Let's just call it what it is. So we got funny face Kylie and hard on the eyes Travis. And thank you, Father God, that Stormy came out looking like something to behold. Because at the end of the day, you trying to become something other than what you are and putting this face on and paying all this money and swearing up and down, God just gave you that butt. God just... Kylie, stop it, girl. We ain't about to make this about her. But I'm just saying that's a perfect example of how people really get into the perception of what is or what they'd like the world to see and attach themselves to, when in fact, at the end of the day, baby. Strip down to the funky breakdown.
I need my mama to know me when she see me.
I'm just saying. Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. Oliver has had about 4 or 5 nose jobs. Something done to his collarbone. Yeah. Something done to this, that, to the point where it's body dysmorphia, if you ask me. He's just never going to see
$50,000 this cat has spent.
And he wants to spend. He wants to spend more, and the doctors say no. They say your nose is a wrap.
Yes. They said it's literally nothing there to hold on to.
And I almost feel like I've seen them work with less. So I feel like they were just like, no. Like, the answer's no. Like, okay, we're going to tell you no, but no.
Right. And if you want to go somewhere else, because he probably will.
He's going to.
That's the scariest
That's the sad
part.
He's going to.
Because in this moment, he's like, oh, I'm horrified. A black nose. Obviously, I don't want that.
Yep.
But then tomorrow, he's going to wake up and see the nose that he hates and be like, well, maybe.
Yep. And then what they say, the extreme, you can fly anywhere. You can fly anywhere in the world and find somebody that'll do it, but the more extreme the plastic surgery, the more extreme the danger. You know, the more, like, you get what you pay for.
Exactly. That's what happens. ... I mean, this is a good situation because we can bring celebrities into this fold. Obviously, it's a horrible situation that happened with Kanye's mom, but this is from what I understand, I don't know them people. I've never even laid eyes on Kanye West or his mama, who I understand was an amazing human being, very accomplished, extremely intelligent. So it kind of surprises me that she allowed herself to fall prey to what society must have been saying, because she was fine and she had clearly loved herself enough all of these years. Then as soon as her son became a big deal and she was thrust into the spotlight, I guess she felt the pressure, and now she's gone.
And you never know what you'll do until you can afford to do it and then say no.
You better talk about it.
Because it's easy to say no when you don't have the
coin.
Right,
well, I ain't got the coin,
so it ain't even a question. Happen. But now I have the money. I'll go ahead, maybe get a little injection in my lips. It's just you know, I'll get a little Botox.
Little this, little that. Before you know it, from what I hear, it's addictive.
Listen.
Like, that's all. Like you said, if you got the coin for it, you start here. You know, you gradually move around and make this happen and that happen. You know, I mean, it's very real.
Well, the no that they gave Oliver was very real too, and I applaud you guys. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow, for saying no. Yeah. Because it was necessary.
I agree.
Moving right along, we have a special segment where we're just going to call it what it is. Was it worth it? So let's just run down these names real quick. Hey, cha-ching. Giselle.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth it.
Absolutely. Or Gisella.
Yes. Gisella. Yeah. She's getting me together.
You know
today.
why?
You know what?
I'm here for it. Because we'll get into it another day. Okay. But not Kitty, but what my mama name, my government name, I can't stand. It's like nails on chalkboard when people say my name wrong. So I just try to give people that.
Yes.
Gisella. Definitely worth it.
Worth it? Okay.
No question.
Jordan.
I mean, the first and second time, I don't think it was worth it. But obviously, the third time was a necessity in order to right the wrongs of the first 2 times.
Exactly.
So in this particular instance, it was kind of necessary. So yes, it was worth it.
Oliver.
Girl, tell Oliver to go take a nap. Have a seat, go to sleep.
Oliver.
No, Oliver, none of that was necessary, really. You're outdoing yourself, like, that London, like, and then just
a bit too much.
A little bit too much. Yeah, don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
And look, he's been to Turkey. That thing said I've been to, he named at least 4 different countries. China.
Everywhere. He done been to different countries in Asia.
Right.
Asia, the continent.
Clearly.
He skated across Asia.
Baby. He said, this is for me, so I'm gonna just go ham with it.
It's not worth it.
No, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. You are in love with somebody else and you hate yourself. And that's just the bottom line.
And that came across so obviously to us. So if we can see it, you know everybody seeing that boy. Can we do a little
Let's do it.
special segment as well?
Gisella isn't the only medical anomaly we have.
Yes.
Our news and gossip. Kitty is going to educate us.
Okay, so this is a special segment, y'all. This is called DIPROSOPUS. I'm trying my hand. Diprospopus. Yeah, this is unfortunate, and look, it almost looks like a fake picture a little bit. That's probably the saddest part. Okay, so this is sometimes called craniofacial duplication. It's a rare disorder in which the face is duplicated on the head, as in the picture. Obviously, this is not to be confused with the fetus in fetu, which is a joining of two separate fetuses. This is caused by a protein called, believe it or not, sonic hedgehog homolog.
They're not going to name it that.
They named it that. I'm not sure why hedgehog had anything to do with humans.
What?
And yeah, that's not cool. But that's what it's called. The odd name is due to a controversial tradition in molecular biology to use unusual names for genes. Whatever. The point is, that's a beautiful baby.
I know.
And it's unfortunate that, I mean, this looks like it's only one baby. Like it's got two arms, it's got, you know what I mean? But the face is
But
doing
she has two faces.
It's almost like she
So this
did a
isn't
Xerox
Siamese
copy.
twins.
But it's
Siamese
not.
twins. It's not.
Siamese
right.
twins would have like their
Separate
own
bodies.
right, but then just like conjoined. That's the fetus thing where they're actually like a part of them is missing something because it's joined to their twin or to their whatever their other body. But this is not the case. This is just one body where the face has literally been duplicated, but just not all the way. So it kind of looks like a Xerox copy gone wrong.
Poor
right?
baby.
Yeah. Well, my heart goes out to the baby girl and anybody else that suffers from this. This is obviously a thing.
Yeah.
You know, so
God bless her.
yeah, and her mama, and
her
prayerfully whatever is able to make her look, as we say, normal. I hate that we're gonna really question normality. I can see that going down this road right now.
We are.
There's gonna be a whole lot of question
Yes.
as to what we decide, what the world, I guess, decides is normal. Because I don't think any of us should be able to make that distinction. Right?
Facts.
You
We're
know?
all different.
And we should be loving it to death.
Speaking of different, next week we're going to have a whole different episode to talk about. What are your
Amen.
predictions about next week?
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is they gave us a little sweet sneak peek, so we know what to look forward to, and they're outrageous. I don't know about all three in terms of like if it was actually worth it, did they need it, or was this just, but it looks like we're going to get 3 more people that didn't really need to do Nathan. They just got too much time and money on their hands, so they went and did something, screwed it up, and Nassif and Dubrow to the rescue.
Yes. Well, I guess we'll have to wait until next week to find out what we're going to see. But until then, I am your girl, Carmen, and you can find me on Instagram at king_karma_.
Nice. And my name is Kitty Kaboom, KITTIEKABOOM. Check me out on Instagram, baby.
And we will see y'all same time, same place next week.
Bye-bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.